Oh, you guys, I ran across this story a few days ago, and I really want you guys to check this story out because this woman was a good manipulator, okay, to her fiance. You guys, please take a look at this story. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would really love to hear what you guys think of this story. Have a great night, YouTube.
The murder of Ermalinda Palomo and Nathaniel Huey Jr. is a complex case that connects to the Romeoville murders, highlighting extreme manipulation, violence, and psychological control. At its core, Palomo, after discovering her fiancé's affair with Bartolome, organized a scheme which led to the tragic deaths of Zoraida Bartolome and her family, showcasing the lengths individuals will go to when driven by darker instincts. Palomo crafted a deceptive plot that convinced Huey Jr. he was involved with a Mexican drug cartel. She adopted multiple personas, including one named Turtle, communicating through fake phone numbers and online accounts. These characters issued threats, fueling Huey's paranoia and pushing him towards violence as he believed he was ensnared in cartel operations. On September 17, 2023, Huey discussed their plan to kill Zoraida with Palomo's character, Turtle. The Bartolome family was brutally murdered in their Romeoville home, a premeditated execution orchestrated by Palomo. Disturbingly, she drove Huey to the scene and communicated with him throughout the attack, demonstrating her active involvement. After the murders, both were questioned by police but evaded capture, allowing them to flee Illinois. Their journey ended in Catoosa, Oklahoma, where a high-speed chase resulted in a crash. In a shocking twist, Huey allegedly shot Palomo during the chaos, leading to his death and her later demise in the hospital. This case leaves behind unsettling questions about their motivations and the destructive power of deceit in human relationships.
I have some updates in the Romeoville, Illinois family murder case. So apparently this Nathaniel Huey Jr. guy had a pretty extensive criminal history, and he was not allowed to have any kind of firearm. It says here that investigators uncovered a court document from 2017 stating he was to refrain from possessing a firearm or other dangerous weapons, and that order came after a history of numerous arrests, including a 2016 battery and multiple DUIs, including an aggravated DUI in 2017. For that DUI, he spent 30 days in the Cook County Jail, and then he was put on house arrest, followed by probation for 2 years. Now check this out. On his Facebook page, he publicly flaunted an arsenal of weapons, trying to get people to hire his security company called Black Bear Security. And that security company that he ran wasn't even licensed by the state of Illinois. Now, regarding Ermalinda Palomo, there have been numerous rumors and comments going around about her, but police confirmed it was a homicide because she was shot in the head. Investigators believe that Nathaniel Huey actually worked with Alberto Rolón, who is the dad that was killed. After Nathaniel went to the house and killed the family and the 3 dogs, he went back and got Ermalinda Palomo. She had been asleep in bed. He basically took her hostage. She knew something bad was going to happen, so she started messaging some family members, basically stating, "Take care of my grandkids." They state that she was his final victim. I haven't seen anything from the police yet regarding why he did this, like what Nathaniel's motive was, but if I find out, I will let you guys know.
Players, I have no intro for you. That's how riveting this story is. Please grab your tea and have a seat. Let's get into it. So this is 32-year-old Nathaniel Huey Jr. and his fiance, 50-year-old Ermalinda Palomo. They were from Streamwood, Illinois. So back in September of 2023, everything was coming up roses for these two on the outside. They were engaged to be married. Nathaniel owned a security company. Ermalinda was successful in whatever she was doing, so things were looking great. At least on the outside, everything was looking great, honey, but on the inside, there was some things going on. And that is where 38-year-old Zoraida Bartolome enters the chat. Apparently, she and Nathaniel were working at the same engineering firm, and they began a romantic relationship. Zoraida is married, and she has 2 boys with her husband, 32-year-old Alberto Rowland. Now, police records show that at some point, Alberto found out about Zoraida's affair / tryst with Nathaniel, and he went and damaged Nathaniel Huey's vehicle and his tires. But damaging a vehicle was the extent of what Alberto did. But Ermalinda, when she found out about this affair, went straight to hell. According to police records, honey, when Ermalinda found out about Nathaniel's cheating and his affair with Zoraida, she came up with a convoluted plot to take Zoraida out. According to records, Ermalinda scurried on over to Annalise Keaton's internet, where she created a Pringer profile, which is a messaging application. And apparently she began communicating with Nathaniel as if she was the cartel. She created multiple online personas to communicate with him and convinced him that he was a part of the Mexican and Bulgarian criminal organization. She was able to use these online personas to convince Nathaniel that a mole was planning to attack him. And on September 15, 2023, she sent a message that informed Nathaniel that the mole that was going to attack him was Zoraida. According to authorities, on September 16, 2023, Nathaniel went over to Zoraida's house and not only murdered her, but murdered her husband as well as her 2 boys. And where was Ermalinda as Nathaniel went in and slaughtered an entire family, including 2 children? She was waiting outside of the house in the vehicle, according to authorities. On September 17th of 2023, Romeoville police officers went and did a welfare check because Zoraida did not arrive at work, and that is where they were all found deceased in the home. Of course, here at the Black Accurate News, I send my condolences out to the families. So police officers during their investigation were able to determine that Ermalinda drove Nathaniel to the scene on September 16, 2023 around 3:17 a.m. according to home surveillance footage later obtained. Phone records, tollway records, license plate recognition cameras, security videos all corroborate the timeline that Ermalinda and Nathaniel were at the residence and when the entire family was murdered. Now, a day after the police discovered the family deceased on September 18, 2023, Romeoville police officers tracked down Nathaniel and Ermalinda separately and questioned them. And Ermalinda said that Nathaniel was at home with her. Police officers tried to convince Nathaniel to cooperate and share his phone for analysis, as well as asking him to take a polygraph. He said that he guessed he would, but he refused to turn his phone over, but promised to drop it off with the police later that day. The 2 eventually fled town, and on September 20th, 2023, with both now solid suspects in investigators' eyes, Nathaniel and Ermalinda were spotted in a Walmart parking lot in Catoosa, Oklahoma. After the couple left the store, the police were waiting in the parking lot, and when they tried to pull them over, a chase ensued. According to investigators, Nathaniel unalived Ermalinda and then took himself out the game. Investigators do not believe that Nathaniel Huey was aware that Ermalinda was behind this entire plot because he had an affair. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Players, I want to know what you all think. This is all over an affair. Y'all let me know what you're thinking. This is Double D Mode for the Black Accurate News.
Let's go. See if you can peek in the back. There's a window, right? Yeah. Here, I'll cover this window. This window's open. No, it's not.
Oh God. Dogs are dead. 2 dead dogs.
I need more units here. Hold this.
350.
I got 2 dead dogs. TV's knocked over and a cough table knocked over in the front room. Hey, open the trunk. units from 367. I'm waiting for at least one more to make entry. We'll do back. 50 you have a ram. We're going to make entry through the back door. No, but I got 2 dead dogs. TV's knocked over, and a cocktail was flipped over in the front room.
That light was on when we came up right there.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. You could see the light in that other room back there.
No, one of you guys holding this one. One of you guys holding the front.
There were no other side doors, right?
No, not that I know of.
Here we go.
Hey, Ron.
Yep.
Here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna boot it. We're gonna go nice and slow, all right?
You guys stay right on me? Yep.
Drake, you stay behind me.
Right when we get here, there's going to be one dead dog. You gotta get over.
Hey, no, you're behind me,
To
okay?
the left, there's a second dead dog.
You stay in the back of the stack. You watch our 6 as we move through the house, okay? Corey, come up here, cover this door, this window. This lights is dead.
Here, watch you.
No, I got one.
Check the door.
Here, cover the window. What do you see, Corey? Boom, move up.
We
How many dead dogs you got?
got one dead dog right here. We got a second dead dog over to the left.
All right, watch out. Watch out.
Hey, why don't you check the door handle first?
Stand by. Doors open.
They make a heartbreaking discovery. They find Zoraida Bartolome, her husband Alberto Roland, their 2 young boys, and the family's dogs, all deceased. At first glance, crime scene photos indicate that it looks like the horrific event could have been a result of a robbery gone wrong. But after investigators search the victims' phones, a deceitful twist emerges. And this is why police are now speaking to Ermalinda Palomo.
Do you know any of the names of the affairs that he's had in the past? Any of the female names?
He was with his. I don't know names. I know that they said one time to me that he's probably with a lot of people.
Okay.
But he had recently said, I haven't been with a lot of people. I don't know. I obviously can't trust him now, can I?
But you said you believe he's had multiple or many affairs while you 2 have been together?
I was hoping that they were done because I was hoping to trust.
Police reports show that Nathaniel was having an affair with Zoraida. The reports also reveal something else. Ermalinda knew about the affair, but when questioned by police, she claims that she had only just found out about the affair that day.
When you find out about him, like what happens? You guys get into arguments? Do you talk to the women that he's having affairs with?
No, for what?
I don't know.
No.
Leave your man alone kind of thing?
No, I'm too old for that. I'm 50 years old. There's no reason for me to, no. And quite honestly, it's not the female's fault. It's his fault.
Right.
So, no.
I mean, obviously you get upset over it.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to hold it back right now. But like I said, I thought we went through years. I mean, yeah, I had said he was doing security, and I had said to him, are you cheating on me? And he said, no, you know what? They flirt with me, but I don't fall into that.
What kind of security does he do?
Like at clubs.
Like a bouncer?
Yeah.
Is it armed security?
No, I don't think he can carry arms there.
Okay. Does he own guns?
No.
No. Has he ever been known to have guns?
Mm-mm. He has that, give me a second, please.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to Milwaukee, Bristol, and it's not paint, it's airsoft.
He does airsoft stuff?
Yeah, he does airsoft. He's in a team. I'm sorry, now.
Okay.
Do you guys have water?
I
I don't.
No, he does not.
So how does he shoot?
I have a FOID card.
Okay.
That's
Do you own any guns?
Yes.
In fact, the affair sparked jealousy in Ermalinda, but no one could have predicted what was coming next. It's an unimaginable twist. It's revealed that Ermalinda began a catfishing scheme, pretending to be a cartel leader to manipulate her fiancé into believing that Zoraida posed a life-threatening danger to him. And just when you think things couldn't get any stranger, they do. Using fake online personas, Ermalinda builds a convincing narrative that Zoraida was conspiring against Nathaniel, telling him she was working with dangerous criminals. It doesn't take long for Romeoville police to track down Nathaniel Huey Jr. to question him about the murders of Zoraida Bartolome and her family. On September 18th, 2023, just one day after police make the grisly discovery, they locate him at work.
So we were talking with the bosses, and they said, well, we already went through phones. They already got one half of the conversation. And you said you talked to her on your phone, right? Yeah. Okay. So what we'd like, or what we're asking for, is consent to get the text messages off your phone between you and her, or Snapchat or whatever it is between you, so we have both sides of it. We're trying to eliminate you as a suspect, but...
It's on the computer, right? You can get it on the computer.
No, we have to take the phone, we plug it in, we take it out, and then we give your phone back.
Oh, I didn't have anything in there.
That's even better.
I tell you.
No, I believe you, but, well, yeah, I mean, just let me see it. But, I mean, I believe you, it's just the problem is that
this is all I had right there from her. I didn't have anything back.
Oh, this from this morning?
Yeah. Everything else, so you have to grab it from the computer.
Well, I mean, it would be on there. It would be on your phone. You can't. Still in the thing. In the catch.
She wanted to make sure he'd never cheat again. Police documents reveal Ermalinda began a series of manipulations, assuming fake online identities to control Nathaniel emotionally. Ermalinda would convince him that Zoraida and her family posed a grave threat to him. Ermalinda used fear as her main weapon, constructing an elaborate web of lies that convinced her fiancé that Zoraida was plotting to harm him. For months, Palomo maintained these fake identities and fabricated conversations, creating a convincing illusion that he completely falls for. Through this false narrative, Nathaniel Huey Jr. was led to believe that Zoraida and her family had to be eliminated to protect his life and livelihood. Ermalinda's level of control over Nathaniel's actions was deeply rooted in her ability to manipulate him. She persuaded him that murder was the only option to escape the danger she had fabricated in his mind. According to the hundreds of pages in the police report, Ermalinda sent Nathaniel a message using the Pinger mobile messaging application. Their alias began planning Zoraida's murder. Palomo tells Huey to cause damage to make the scene appear to be a burglary committed by kids. She reassures him by saying, "Many murders go unsolved," the report states. On September 16th, 2023, around 3:17 a.m., Ermalinda drives Nathaniel to Zoraida's residence in Romeoville, Illinois, according to home surveillance footage later obtained by investigators. Before entering the home, Nathaniel cuts through window screens to make it appear as though a break-in had occurred. He then enters through an unlocked door. Zoraida's husband, Roland, was the first to encounter Nathaniel. He attempts to protect his family, but he was shot multiple times as he tried to reach his loved ones. Nathaniel then moves to the bedroom where Zoraida and her 2 children were hiding, shooting through the door and murdering them in cold blood. It's a devastating scene. An entire family slaughtered within minutes. Even the family's dogs aren't spared from the violence. The next...
Figure out what happened at that house. If she ever told you about any other, like, romantic relationships she had out of her marriage?
Here?
Her. Did she say her husband cheating on her, or does she say she ever didn't pass or anything? When you leave this room, we're not telling you to work anything. It's none of their business. This is our conversation, so it's up to you whatever you want to tell them. Obviously, we talk to her family. We talk to friends and stuff, hence why we're here, and that's why we're sitting in this room talking to you. And, like, I got to ask, did you have anything to do with this? Okay. You know, I have to ask, and you know that your number is going to be in her phone, and we're going to find your text messages, and we're going to find that stuff, and I want to get a surprise later on that you guys are fighting, or that there was something going on between you two, or just three of you that I don't know about, you know? Something like that.
Nobody was threatening anybody. We were fighting, like, really seemed like an angel, you know what I'm saying? Like a sweet girl, so,
Okay, and like I said, we're this is so new to us, investigation-wise. We have tons of videos to go through, and license plates, readers, and like text messages, Snapchat messages, and all that stuff. So it's so in the beginning of this investigation that we're just kind of reaching out to talk to all her family, friends, and everybody like that. And that's why we're here talking to you. And I just don't, in your head, if you could think of something like, oh, you guys should know about this, it's the time to tell us now before we find it later on, in the computer, or we find it in a phone message or something.
At this point, Ermalinda Palomo also provides a false alibi for Nathaniel, further complicating the investigation.
Have you ever met Zoraida?
No.
Have you seen a picture of her?
No.
So that name comes up to you because you saw it?
Well, really, that name stuck in my head because that night I thought, are you cheating on me?
Was the person calling in?
They're calling in.
Okay.
More than once. And it was a long name. I thought it was Bartholomew, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long name, but...
So when we asked your husband if he knew this person, Zoraida, he said, I've never heard that name. Why would he be lying to us?
I don't know. I don't know.
Should I believe him?
I don't know. Please don't tell him I said this.
A police chase ends in a fiery crash. Huey's SUV catches fire.
Car's on fire! Get out of the car! What's your background? Get out of the vehicle! Get out!
And in a tragic final act, Huey shoots Palomo in the head. He attempts to shoot himself under the chin, but that fails. He then manages to fire a second fatal shot before authorities can apprehend him.
There you go? Yep. Ready to go in? Oh, you want to go in? Go in. Let's go. Yes. On your right. We're going to your right behind you. I got door. Do not see movement. No movement. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out now! Come out now! They're making eye contact. I don't see anything. Got your cover. Cover. Got it. Nothing. Floorboard. Get her. Got cover. Grab her belt. You got that door? Can't see. Where's fire? Get fire extinguisher at least.
Fire, go ahead and come up here. We need extinguisher.
Behind you. I got driver door. Get a baton! Moving to your left. Go ahead.
After the crash, the full extent of Palomo's manipulation is revealed. The case highlights the devastating effects of emotional manipulation and how a toxic relationship can spiral out of control. The Ermalinda Palomo case is a harrowing example of how jealousy and manipulation can lead to unimaginable violence. 4 innocent lives were taken as a result of Palomo's deceit and Huey's blind trust in her fabricated narrative.